guys, MUR-LOCK 68 here. Hope everybody's doing well today. As the title says, not your everyday Pro Series 6421 here. Boron alloy shackle, and as always, I find it disappointing, the shackle is just barely 8 millimeters, 7.8. But what I find really cool about this lock was given to me by a friend. He said that he found it in I don't know if it was a parking lot or something, so I don't have a key for it. But take a look at that. I have never seen that before. We've got a best core. So, as most of you know, and for those who don't, if you don't have a key for this type of lock, you would have to pick it to control. You typically have two keys, one for control and one for operating. I think I have one here. So this one here would be your control key that would allow you to remove the core. And this would be your operating key that would allow you to turn it, to open it. So I have neither. I have not attempted to pick it. So for the hell of it today, I'm going to at least try to pick it and see what I get. If I get an open or control, if I get control, then I can replace the core. But by the looks of it, I think it's a 7-pin best core. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yes, it is. It's a 7-pin core. So it could be here a while, but I'll give it a shot anyway. See if we can come up with anything. Not a bad lock to find lying around, but getting a key for it is going to be a project. So here we go. Pro Series 6421 with a 7-pin best core. That's pin 1. Just get a feel for these pins as I always do. Pin 2. Got a click out of that. I don't pick a lot of bests, but I found that lighter tension I've raked them before, but that's like a Hail Mary. It's something I will eventually maybe give it a shot, but let's see if anything can happen here today. Yeah, we got a 7-pinner here. Let's see, pin 1 is binding here. Just adjust myself here. Just take your time, go pin by pin. That's why they call it SPP, right? Single pin picking. And just pay attention to what the lock does. Because if you're not paying attention, you can actually miss movement. And K5 is binding. That was one that gave me another click. I had a few clicks out of that pin, so I don't know where this lock comes from or what it could have in it. I wouldn't mind finding out. Just gonna lighten up a bit as I go to the back. Try to find this 7th pin. Okay, 2 is binding. Just gave that tension wrench just a little wiggle, just in case. Okay, 4 is binding. Still binding. Just going to come up and check these front pins before I go for 5. I think I got to be just a little more tight on my tension. A couple of clicks there at a 6. Okay, just going to readjust this tensioner. See if I can get a better position here. I don't think I've ever seen a best core myself in a Master Lock, let alone the Pro Series. So don't want to lose that tensioner, just reposition a little bit. I'm going to choke up on that tensioner. I'm feeling that I'm missing something here right up front. Yeah, number 2. Might have overset there. I felt something weird there on 5. I'm trying to get by 5 to get to 6 and 7. I was not expecting a cakewalk. Very paracentric keyway. I'd have to figure out as well what keyway that is, since there are so many best keyways from A to G's past M. I can't remember 100%, but okay, pin 5. Be careful when I go for pin 1. If I catch the tensioner, then I lose it. Six is binding very heavily. Just that. I try to go super light on this tension, but you have to be very careful when you're using top of the keyway, because you don't have a lot of control. The tension wrench will just fall out on you. love to get an open on this thing. A heavy binder on 4. Wow, master lock with a 7-pin best core. That's awesome. Like I said, on this particular one, the thing that bothers me is that shackle. I can't imagine that they couldn't put a 9mm shackle at least. But, you know, it is what it is. Not a big fan of the locks that have the tinier shackles. Let's go right to the back here. I think I'm missing something back here. Okay, let's see, pin 3, 4, 5. Got it. I got it. I just don't want to lose that. You guys can see that I got it open there. Nothing better than getting open a 7-pin best. That's awesome. I didn't get it to control, but I'll take that. Wow, that thing is dirty. And there's a lot of there's a lot of rust in there. Wow. Must have been outside for a long time. Well, I'll have to try it again to get it to control, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video on this unusual Pro Series Master 6421 with a 7-pin best core that I hope to at some point pick to control to remove the core. Stay well, patience, practice, perseverance.